If you finally reach the end of your rope, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired and you have just had it with ineffective MD, Machiavellian, monopolistic, mediocre medical treatments, then go to my website, inform yourself, become a Dr. Glidden advocate, become a member of my self-help health recovery program, where I will hold your hand and teach you step by step what you can do to get on the other side of a chronic health condition without going to the MD. For goodness sakes, you don't even need a private appointment with a physician. We extended life expectancy in this country. We doubled life expectancy by teaching people how to not pee upstream and drink downstream, right? Sanitation, public sanitation, and government assistance with food production doubled life expectancy. People did not need to go to the physician. Well, we're talking about the next gen of that. Healthcare, real healthcare 2.0. Foundation medical nutrition for the masses. Foundation medical nutrition for the masses. Give your body the raw materials that it needs every day in doses appropriate for your body weight, in recipes that your body can actually absorb efficiently. Stop eating 12 foods that are gumming up the works. There are 12 foods that I don't even want you to look at, let alone eat. Stop eating them. You stop eating those foods and you nutrify your body with the proper nutritional supplements, then you can eat anything you want. You can be a healthy vegetarian, a healthy vegan, a healthy carnivore, a healthy lacto-ovo-novo from Provo. But you must not eat 12 foods, and you must nutrify your body every single day. When you do these two things, your body will respond the way that nature intended it to. The fundamental difference between the holistic perspective on health and the allopathic MD reductionistic perspective on health is that holistic physicians believe the body has a built-in God-given intelligence, a spiritual vital force which is running the show, that your body is smart, your body knows how to fix itself, your body wants to fix itself, your body is trying all of the time to heal itself and to optimize its structure and function. But your body needs help. We need to eat food every day, right? We need to drink water every day, right? We need to protect ourselves from the elements every day, right? We need to bathe regularly, right? Well, there's one more thing, two more things, actually, that you need to do in order to help your body handle the stress of life and just get its job done. You need to nutrify it every day. You need to pour down the hatch. You need to swallow 90 essential nutrients every day, 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 2 essential fatty acids. These elements are not in the food. Some of them are, but not all of them are. And if you do not supplement appropriately, it is only a matter of time. Only a matter of time until your body runs out of an essential nutrient and then something breaks. And then what do? You're in trouble, you're in pain, you're afraid. So you go to the only medical system that your insurance pays for, the only medicine that's practiced in your state, the only medicine that's practiced in your hospital, MD-directed medicine. You go to the MD and they have no training, no experience, no respect, and no appreciation for medical nutrition. They've never opened a medical journal on nutrition in their lives. They've never been to a naturopathic medical conference. They've never been to a homeopathic medical conference. They haven't even been to an allopathic conference on nutrition. They don't know anything about the relationship between illness and nutritional deficiencies. Zero, nada, niet, bumpkiss, nothing. And so what do? When you present to them with high blood pressure, well, instead of curing the high blood pressure with medical nutrition, they manage the high blood pressure with prescription drugs, which only sweep the symptoms under the rug, like painting over the mold in the basement. It's only a matter of time until it gets worse, and then you need another drug, and then another drug, and then a drug for the side effects of those drugs, and then another drug, and then another drug, and then you die from hypertension. This is the world in which we live. And as God is my witness, the only reason these people are still in power, the only reason that they still have a job is because they have monopolized the medical market. They have kicked everybody else off of the bus. There's no room in modern medicine for naturopathy, for homeopathy, for herbalism, for Ayurveda, the oldest system of medicine on the planet, Ayurvedic medicine. No room for that. That's quackery. No room for traditional Chinese acupuncture, for traditional Chinese medicine. Although more people on planet Earth are treated with acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine than any other type of medicine. But oh no, we can't have that in modern American medicine because there's no profit motive in that, and the pharmaceutical industry has nothing to do with it. And remember, we're not against drugs, for goodness sakes. Thank God for Novocaine, right? Thank God for penicillin. Thank God for the sterile technique. Thank God for surgery when it's necessary. But like the fellow said, when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. So even though you may, in point of fact, not need surgery, what do you think the surgeon's going to tell you? Well, it's time to cut it out, boys. And so we slug along the road of life instead of skipping along the road of life. The older that we get, the sicker that we get. The sicker that our family members get, the sicker that our church members get, the sicker that our community members get. And we look around and everybody's sick all the time. It's getting worse, not better. And so we think that it's just life, because we have been mesmerized, hypnotized into the false notion that America, North America, Canada, the United States, the European Union, industrialized nations offer the best medicine that money has to buy. It's nonsense. It's a lie. It's not true. MD-directed medical therapeutics are good for surgery when it's necessary, infectious disease, and trauma. Period. That's it. No more. Nothing. If you're suffering from heart disease, from high blood pressure, from arthritis, from type 2 diabetes, from insomnia, from anxiety and panic attacks, from attention deficit disorder, whatever, the worst place, the last place you need to go is the office of an MD, because they are trained in an old-fashioned, outdated therapeutic. A therapeutical understanding, it's a new word, I just created, therapeutical. A philosophical understanding of how the human body works, which is inconsistent with reality. They are old-fashioned, they are practicing old-fashioned, outdated medicine, which is inconsistent with the human experience, inconsistent. They're the wrong dog for the hunt. You wouldn't go to a chiropractor for surgery, would you? If you had a bullet in your leg, would you go to the chiropractor's office? If you were had an artery that was open and spurting blood, would you go see the chiropractor? No, that's not their wheelhouse. Well, chronic disease is not the wheelhouse of the MD. Disease prevention is not the wheelhouse of the MD. I mean, how's that working for you? You don't even need to know how to spell metabolism in order to figure this one out. You don't need to know what an atom is, what a biochemical is, what physiology is. You don't need to know where your toe bone is. You probably do know where your toe bone is. All you need to do is look around and see how you're doing. How's your family doing? How's everybody doing? Are you happy with the status quo of your health? Are you? Well, if you're happy, then this is the wrong place for you to be. But if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you're getting an inkling that something is going on here, that something just doesn't smell right, something is rotten in Denmark, then you've come to exactly the right place. Science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition for the masses is the first thing you need to do to attempt a cure. Ooh, I said it out loud, the cure word. I can do that. I'm a licensed physician. I don't make any money from the sale of the nutritional supplements. You know, if I did make 1 red cent from the sale of a nutritional supplement, I couldn't use the cure word, couldn't do it. If you owned a water company and you printed on your label, treats dehydration, that's against the law. The Federal Trade Commission would shut you down because you are promoting the use of an unregistered drug. The only thing that can treat a disease in the United States is a drug. And if that doesn't raise your dander, if that doesn't want to make you overturn the tables, the moneylenders' tables on the temple steps, then you have your head in the sand. You are simply not paying attention. As bad as you think the delivery of medicine is, as bad as you think the monopolization of the medical marketplace is, as bad as you think social control is, I'm here to tell you, after 27 years of frontline, in the trenches clinical experience, as a naturopathic physician, it's 1,000 times worse than you think it is. It is 1,000 times worse than you think it is. And again, you don't need to know anything about anything. All you need to know is how you feel. I don't even care if you know how to spell vitamin. When you follow my advice, you will experience health recovery. You will experience improvement. Might be 25%, might be 100%. I don't know how bad your situation is, but I do know one thing. If you give a plant that's struggling, a little tomato plant that's on its last legs, miracle grow, good soil, good water, it's probably going to bounce back and get bigger and stronger. You stop eating food that's gumming up the works. You start swallowing nutritional supplements appropriate for your body weight and recipes that you can absorb. Your body must respond positively. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. Go to my website to learn more, drglidden.com, drglidden.com. I am your steadfast advocate for health. Stick around.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
Leave it alone. It'll come back around. Does that sound familiar? Most financial professionals are telling their clients that very thing. Don't panic. The stock market goes up. The stock market goes down. The real question you should be asking your financial professional is, do I have an exit strategy so I don't see a repeat of 2008? Look, friends, right now there are rumors circulating by many economists and self-proclaimed financial gurus that something significant could happen in September. I feel it's incumbent to warn you and help you at the same time. My friends at the Wealth Preservation Institute have a free report on how you can have an exit strategy. It's called How to Survive the Upcoming Economic Collapse and Protect Your Savings, Retirement, 401ks, IRAs, and income. Don't hesitate. Don't wait for another 2008. Call right now, 888-772-2929. That's 888-772-2929 for that free report, How to Survive an Upcoming Economic Collapse.
Hi, I'm Rick Osick with Famous Footwear. Did you know that premature birth is the #1 killer of babies? That's why we support the March of Dimes in the fight against premature birth. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment programs, and outreach to help moms have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Learn how you can help save babies' lives at marchofdimes.org.
My name's Clyde, age 59, and I reside in Florence, South Carolina. The doctors diagnosed me as having clogged arteries. It felt like I was carrying heavy concrete blocks around my feet and legs. I started taking Heart and Body Extract as directed. It is less than 3 weeks, and I'm like a young man again. It's unbelievable that an herbal formula can work so fast and so powerfully.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common-sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
If you're like me, you're concerned about the stock market and the economy. You're asking the questions, but it just doesn't seem that you're getting the right answers. Well, my friends at the Wealth Preservation Institute not only have the answers, but they've put together a free report, How to Survive the Upcoming Economic Collapse and Protect Your 401ks, IRA savings, and retirement income. Don't hesitate. This report's for free for a limited time by calling 888-772-2929. That's 888-772-2929. Take back your financial lives today.
Today is Metaphysical Thursday. So we're going to be talking about all things having to do with metaphysics. Now, metaphysics is defined as the stuff in the world that science can't define, the stuff in the world that science can't describe, the stuff in the world that science can't figure out. Stuff that is beyond the ken of the measurement ability of science, because according to Newtonian physics, if it can't be measured, it doesn't exist. Right? So since nobody has ever accurately measured psychic experience, since nobody has ever accurately figured out consciousness itself, since nobody has actually dissected the soul out of a human body, these things don't exist. They're fictions, which are made up by, somebody. It's a neurological firings in the brain. It has nothing to do with anything other than, what can be touched, felt, smelt, and experienced through the senses. Metaphysics is everything which is beyond the ken of science to figure out, and everything which adds substance, texture, joy, and meaning to life, meaning itself. Love is a metaphysical experience. So religion, spirit, God, angels, demons, metaphysical experiences, not physical experiences. Science dismisses them as fantasy and folly. This is an interesting thing to talk about, because from the holistic position, that's the fundamental difference between holism and reductionism, the fundamental difference between how the MDs are trained and how naturopathic doctors are trained, and every other holistic practitioner, is the MDs are trained to believe that spirit does not exist, God does not exist, consciousness itself is a function of biochemistry, the body is a bag of biochemicals waiting to break, and it's not the doctor's job to cure anything, because a cure isn't possible. You can't really cure a disease. You can just manage it with drugs until you die. That's the best possible thing that you can do. I mean, if the body could fix itself, it never would have gotten sick in the first place. This is the argument of the MD, and it's foolish. Holistic physicians argue that the body does, in fact, have the ability to fix itself, that the body is inhabited by a spiritual vital force which is running the show, that the body has intelligence, and that the body knows how to get the job done. So holistic physicians are trained in the implementation of therapeutics which support the body's built-in ability to fix itself, and this all leverages around, is founded upon the notion of the presence of spirit inside the human body. And I don't care if you're a Hindu, if you're a Buddhist, if you're a born-again Christian, if you're a Roman Catholic, if you're a Jehovah's Witness, if you're a Baptist, if you're a Presbyterian, if you're a Mormon, I don't care. Whatever your religious inclination is, you believe in God, you believe in spirit, you believe in the soul, you believe in life after death, you believe in that there's more going on here than just the physical body. Well, query me this, Batman. If in fact there is a soul, and it is inhabiting the human body, don't you think that it has an intimate relationship with how the human body is working? Well, I think yes. Which, of course, is evidenced by death. I mean, 1 second after the human body dies, it's exactly the same biochemistry as it was when the body died, when the body was alive. So, why doesn't the body maintain life? I'll tell you why, because Elvis has left the building. The spiritual force, the soul force, which was running the whole schmear, the whole kit and caboodle, which was running everything, is no longer present in the human body. It's gone, it's left. And when the spirit leaves the body shuts down. And what happens? The body returns to dust. But because nobody's ever dissected the spirit or the soul out of the human body, oh, no, it does not exist. It's a fiction. Oh, it's a fantasy. Thus spake the MD. He was a hypocrite by definition. If your medical doctor is a religious person, then they are hypocrites. That's like being a Democrat when you're at home and a communist when you go to work. Because these two philosophical orientations are diametrically opposed. There's no common ground there. Spirit exists or the spirit doesn't exist. It exists or it doesn't exist. It can't exist when you're at home, but then it goes away when you're at work. That's nonsense, but that's what your MD believes. They're hypocrites, intellectual cowards, spiritual cowards. They're walking through the world without intellectual or humanistic integrity. And that's another reason to fire your medical doctor. Now, I'm going to be talking about intuition when we come back, and then we're going to talk to Victoria in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Stick around. The men in the white coats are coming to kill us. They're coming to kill us. They're coming to kill us. The men in the white coats are coming to kill us. Run away. What more can I say? Don't believe me? Leading cause of death in the United States, MD-directed medical therapeutics. If you want to see the breakdown, if you want to see the research, if you want to read the data, go to my website, drglidden.com. Click on the Learn button. It's free, by the way. This information is free. You don't have to be a subscriber. It's important. It's free. So check it out. The leading cause of death in the United States. Click on the Learn button on the homepage of drglidden.com and educate yourself today. So, intuition is defined as direct personal experience of the truth. Now, this opens up a whole can of worms, right? Because it is built upon the a priori belief that there is such a thing as truth. There is such a thing as universal truth, right? In base 10 mathematics, 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus 2 does not equal 5. 2 plus 2 equals 4 is a true statement. Pi, right? The discovery of pi, the numerical expression of pi, is a constant all throughout. It doesn't matter what planet you're on, anywhere in God's universe. Pi, the numerical expression of pi, is the same on Venus, the same on Nibiru, the same on planet Earth, the same on the culture that lives inside the moon. It's the same everywhere, right? There are constants. There is truth. And there is falsehood and deception. Intuition is defined as direct personal experience of the truth. Everybody's had this experience. You know, you've been thinking about someone and they call you. You're at a bus stop or someplace in public and you get a tingly feeling in the back of your neck and you turn around and there's some weird person staring at you. Right? You have a sense, for a moment in time, you have dipped into the well of truth and you are then open to extracurricular experience, extracurricular knowledge. Most inventors, most great scientists, Einstein not excluded, developed their theories based upon intuition and metaphysical experience of the world, right? Einstein developed relativity theory by imagining. He imagined what it would be like to ride on a beam of light. That's pretty cool. Do a Google search for metaphysical, scientific breakthroughs, right? Most people have had breakthroughs. They're struggling with a problem, and they'll have a dream. And in the dream, they'll get the answer. Or they'll pray, and they'll pray, and they'll pray, and they'll have a breakthrough experience and get the answer. Intuition is the direct experience of the truth. And intuition is a muscle that you can develop. Intuition is a muscle that you can develop. The best way, in my experience, to develop intuition, and again, this doesn't matter if you are a Muslim, if you're a Buddhist, if you're a born-again Christian, if you're a Roman Catholic, if you're a Baptist, if you're whatever, Mormon, Presbyterian, doesn't matter. The only person this wouldn't work for, well, this will, ironically, this would even work if you're an atheist, because it's true, right? I mean, back in caveman days, right, before people knew anything about anything, before they even invented the wheel, 2 + 2 was 4, right? Even though the caveman didn't know anything about mathematics, 2 + 2 was 4. Gravity existed back in caveman days, even though they had no idea what it was. Electricity existed in caveman days. Magnetism existed in caveman days, right? Force equals, or velocity equals mass times force, or whatever. Right? The laws of physics applied even before we knew what they were. So, it does not matter what your religious inclination is. It doesn't even matter if you're atheistic, because the truth is the truth is the truth is the truth. And you can develop the muscle to, your intuitional muscle. You can develop it the same way you can develop your bicep. Yeah, I'm huge. Yeah, I know. Work out. Get the big bicep. Yeah. Right? You can develop your intuition. The best way to do it, meditate. The best way to develop your intuition is to meditate. What happens when you meditate? When you meditate, you leave the surface of the mind, which is turbulent and filled with thoughts. You distance yourself from the turbulent thoughts, which are happening all the time. Very difficult to control your thoughts, but you can detach from your thoughts. You can develop the skill to separate and detach into something called the witness state. You can detach from your thoughts. And as you detach from your thoughts, you sink a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper. Now, people that meditate on a regular basis, experts at meditation, will argue that the deeper that you get into the meditative experience, the closer you come to your soul nature, to the true soul nature. And in Hinduism, the intention of meditation is to give the meditator direct personal experience of their soul while they're in the human body. Western religion argues that that's not possible until you die, right? That the only time you can have that experience is post-mortem. But Eastern religions argue the contrary, and there are many. Well, I would argue that every single Western religion has a metaphysical sect, right? I mean, there are spiritualistically, did I just make up another word? Inclined Catholics and born-again Christians and Jews and everybody, right? So, there's a really interesting book that was written. The Autobiography of a Yogi was a fascinating book that was published in the 1950s, I think. No, it was the 1940s. It was published in the 1940s. Fascinating book about the life of a yogi from India and his experience, his exposition of his own life, and his experience of, the meditative discipline as you go through life. There was another interesting book published by, I believe he was a Roman Catholic priest. It was his name, Practicing the Presence of Christ by Thomas à Kempis. Practicing the Presence of Christ by Thomas à Kempis. It was about prayer, right? And repetition of certain prayers all of the time in order to bring you more into connection with your spiritual side of your nature, which holistic physicians argue is in fact your true nature, right? We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. And one way you can tap into your true nature, which is that of a spiritual being, a soul force, one way that you can tap into that, well, you tap into that whenever you have an intuitional experience, just kind of a spontaneous intuitional experience. You're dipping your toes into that pool. but you were doing it unconsciously. You can learn how to do it consciously by developing a strong meditative discipline. Right? The more you do push-ups, the bigger your biceps get. The more you do cardio, right, the stronger your heart gets if you're nutrified. If you're nutrified only. Well, the more you become adept at regular prayer and meditation, the more you will experience direct personal experience of your true nature. And that, ladies and gentlemen, beats a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. And my experience is that as you get more and more centered in the stuff in life that's actually true and real, the less inclined you are to visit the office of a conventionally trained medical doctor, because their therapeutics are based in untruth, not truth. You know, I could talk for hours about that, but I want you to think about this. The leading cause of death in the United States is MD-directed medical therapeutics. The leading cause of bankruptcy, MD-directed MD therapeutics. While we've given ourselves over to the tutelage of the MDs all around the world, chronic diseases are getting worse. Life expectancy is getting shorter. No cure for cancer. Autism is rising at a startling rate. Alzheimer's is rising at a startling rate. Arthritis, type 2 diabetes, obesity, we're all getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And who makes money from our ill health? The pharmaceutical industry and the MDs. They're raking it in big time. Big time. Big time. Why do you think it is that the medical industry, who is supposed to be in charge of our health care, why do you think it is that they have let us down so hard? How is it possible for this to be happening in the world? Let's just, for argument's sake, say that I'm right, and I'm right. How is it possible for this all to have occurred? That the people that are in charge of our health care don't practice medicine. They don't. They're not practicing health care. They're practicing disease management. The people that we go to for health recovery are hurting us. How is that possible? How is it possible that the people that are in charge of food production are developing foods which are hurting us? And they're rolling them out by the ton. How is that possible? How is it possible for the medical industry to be behind vaccinations which have been proven to be ineffective and which in fact have been proven to cause harm? How is that possible? Well, I think it has something to do with the struggle between good and evil. That's what I think. I think that that is in fact the only possibility here. I am of the opinion that conventionally trained modern American medicine, MD-directed, allopathic, reductionistic, pharmaceutical-centrist medicine is controlled by sinister forces in the world. For goodness sakes. You want a startling expose on that? Read Jim Mars's book, The Rise of the Fourth Reich, and get my book, The MD Emperor Has No Clothes. There's a chapter in there about what was happening in World War II at the concentration camps with the pharmaceutical industry. Pharmaceutical industries had their own concentration camp in World War II Germany, had their own concentration camp in World War II Germany. They were using the inmates of the concentration camp to do human experiments on, and they were using them also as slave labor to produce the Zyklon B gas that they were using to kill the inmates of the concentration camps. The pharmaceutical industry was doing this. One of the pharmaceutical companies that was a part of this coalition of the damned, Bayer, the same people that provide aspirin for your kids. So every time you buy Bayer aspirin, you're supporting war crimes. For goodness sakes, ladies and gentlemen, we have been played. You know, we have been, and it's a problem, and we need to just stop giving them our money, stop giving them our respect, and take a walk on the intuitive side, take a walk on the real side. Give your body the raw materials that it needs, educate your mind about the benefits of science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. Try it on and see for yourself that I am not telling a lie. This is the best thing to happen to medicine since the invention of the sterile technique. Science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition for the masses. drglidden.com. Victoria in Tulsa is next. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health. Let's finish up the show with Victoria in Tulsa. Hey, Victoria, thanks for hanging on so long. A little bit of a motor mouth today. How can I help?
Well, Dr. Glidden, I'm trying to help a lady who has MS, and she was raised vegetarian, and of course I understand that her MS is deterioration of the myelin sheath around the nerves, and of course we know the cholesterol is important for that. She's added eggs back to her diet. She's on the BTT tablets, the OsteoFX liquid, the EFA plus. She's added extra minerals and selenium, but I'm wondering, somebody suggested that she take extra EFAs, and when Dr. Wallach was here, he mentioned the Smart FX, and that it helps with the neurotransmitters, of course. Anyway, I'm wondering, since, she's not choosing to eat meat, she's added the eggs back. She has a terrible memory, and I'm wondering what would be your advice as far as, what else? I know the cholesterol is important, but that's a problem when people are, choosing not to eating meat and you're more vegan.
So the addition of the eggs should be sufficient to the cause. The Smart FX is not a bad idea. Wallach is always right. Smart FX is not a bad idea. And we also need a maximum or minimum of 100,000 ORAC of antioxidants a day. So you might want to give her, in addition to what she's already taking, 1 bottle of the Beyond Tangy Tangerine tablets, right? Did you already say she's doing the tablets?
Oh, she's doing the tablets, yes. She switched from the other to the tablets.
Okay, so when people switch from the powder to the tablets, they need to take more plant-derived minerals, okay?
Well, she's taking minerals, but she might need some extras, huh?
Yeah, I would give her, when you step it down from the powder to the tablets, give 1 extra bottle of minerals a month. She should be taking 1 anyway.
Okay.
So give her an extra bottle when you step it down from the powder to the tablets. And I have to tell you, Victoria, that multiple sclerosis is tricky, right? High blood pressure is easy. Type 2 diabetes is easy. Insomnia is easy. Many conditions are easy, but ALS, Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, these things are tricky. And I've seen some people 100% recovery. I've seen some people 10% recovery.
Well,
so
my part of my question is, somebody else recommended that the extra EFAs would be more important if you had to make a choice between the Smart FX and the EFAs.
I would do the Smart FX. If I had to make that choice, I'd go with the Smart FX for sure.
Okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, that's great. That's what I needed to know on that. And then also, you've added another food. Number 11 was soy and corn, and I don't know what number 12 is. And then for myself, I have the leaky gut. I'm doing the gluten-free, but I have been doing like aloe vera and nucleotides and things like that. And, of course, because the leaky gut is so bad, I have a multitude of allergies. And so I don't know what your recommendation would be as far as something maybe along Dr. Glidden's line that might be better for healing the gut. And,
if you're doing aloe vera as a standalone thing, I mean, that's what you need to do. The only other thing that I've seen help to heal a leaky gut and rapidly is probiotics, right? So,
and I'm doing those too.
Well, so there's nothing else to do here, Victoria, besides just give it time. This is, healing is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Nothing else that you need to do. By the way, the 11th food was soy and the 12th food was corn. Okay, so number 11 soy, number 12 corn, and you can watch the webinar that I just posted last week on Roundup, which explains why. That's all we have time for today, Victoria. I appreciate your trust and your support, as I do yours, ladies and gentlemen. We're up against it. We need education. We need remediation. We need grassroots collaboration. Go to drglidden.com, inform yourself, get your health back, and then help us to spread the word. I am your steadfast advocate for health, Dr. Peter Glidden. Live long and prosper. See you around campus.
It's time to kick some ash because cigarettes have met their match. Smokers are switching to Vaporite e-liquid by LeSig because when you kick ash, you kick tar and smelly smoke too. LeSig smokes the competition with real people customer service, a 7-day satisfaction guarantee, and same-day fast free shipping. Become a vapor today at LeSig.com, spelled LECIG.com. LeSig e-cigarettes. Kick some ash.
You heard the discussions all over the radio. You couldn't believe what you were hearing. You trusted them. How could you have not seen the signs? You felt betrayed. Outrage set in. Your emotions began to consume you. Then, nothing. Now they're talking football. Days turn to weeks and months. Then, you've forgotten. But they haven't. They're still monitoring your every move. It's coming. Monitor blockitpocket.com. Or will you forget?
You haven't experienced yogurt until you've tried a Mossy, embodying health and flavor in a true whole milk, green-fed dairy beverage. Every sip pays homage to our old world cows and the ancient culturing methods their milk benefits from. With over 30 probiotics, a Mossy's undeniably nutritious, refined, cultured sensation bolsters your health and awakens your passion for dairy. A Mossy's so good, and you need to try it. Contact your Youngevity distributor or call 877-878-4203 or go to gcnteam.com.
Ted Anderson telling you about Jordan Rubin's Beyond Organic Green-Fed Raw Cheddar Artesian Cheese featuring whole milk created through ancient dairy breeding, unpasteurized, untreated whole milk on the same farm the cows graze, containing natural sources of omega-3s, CLA protein, calcium, probiotics, and enzymes. I have never tasted cheese this good, and you need to try it. Contact your Youngevity distributor or call 877-878-4203 or go to gcnteam.com.
Thousands of people seeking home security get ripped off every day, and the home security industry wants you to believe that's your only option. They've got hordes of salesmen out there trying to scare you into signing one of their long-term contracts. You get stuck writing huge checks month after month with no way out. It's robbery by contract, and it can cost you thousands. But there's a better way to protect your home. Simply Safe Home Security. Simply Safe has no contracts. None. You'll get award-winning 24/7 protection. Security professionals watching over your home, ready to instantly send police to the rescue for just $14.99 per month. That's less than half what most companies charge. Protect your home the smart way. Visit simplysafedefense.com today for an exclusive 10% offer and get a free keychain remote worth $25. Only when you go to simplysafedefense.com. simplysafedefense.com.
My name is Don Wiskin. In 1994, I lost my 62-year-old father to complications of bypass surgery. In 1977, my 44-year-old brother was found dead in his apartment. He suffered a heart attack. In January of '98, my mother had a stroke and passed away in her bed. 21 days later, my 53-year-old brother passed away on his arrival to the hospital. He waited too long. In June that same year, I almost joined them at 42. What did I do? I took a 7-herb formula I now call Extendivite, made from garlic, cayenne, bilberry, ginkgo biloba, hawthorn, milk thistle, and valerian. Based on German studies of natural medicine, Extendivite is designed to clear blocked arteries, clean the toxins from your blood, and improve your immune system. To get your Extendivite, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822. Or visit our website, heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Nussbaum with the Anthem Foundation. Premature birth is the leading cause of death of babies and disabilities for children. That's why we support the March of Dimes to help mothers have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment and outreach to help moms during their pregnancy and give every baby a healthy start in life. Learn how you can help at marchofdimes.org.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 pain relief hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 pain hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
You heard the discussions all over the radio. You couldn't believe what you were hearing. You trusted them. How could you have not seen the signs? You felt betrayed. Outrage set in. Your emotions began to consume you. Then, nothing. Now they're talking football. Days turn to weeks and months. Then, you've forgotten. But they haven't. They're still monitoring your every move. It's coming. Monitor blockitpocket.com. Or will you forget?
If you're like me, you're concerned about the stock market and the economy. You're asking the questions, but it just doesn't seem that you're getting the right answers. Well, my friends at the Wealth Preservation Institute not only have the answers, but they've put together a free report, How to Survive the Upcoming Economic Collapse and Protect Your 401ks, IRA savings, and retirement income. Don't hesitate. This report's for free for a limited time by calling 888-772-2929. That's 888-772-2929. Take back your financial lives today.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states.
Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
Your house is under attack. Every day, our homes and families are attacked by harmful gases, mold, and pollutants caused by everyday activities. According to the EPA, indoor air can be 5 to 100 times worse than outdoor air. And the American Lung Association states that poor indoor air can cause infections and chronic lung diseases such as asthma. Protect your family with a complete indoor air quality package from Wave Home Solutions. Wave ventilation units for basements and crawl spaces reduce moisture that nourishes mold, odors, dust mites, and expels gases and pollutants. Add the Wave 6-stage air purifier to get rid of the viruses, chemicals, and pollutants upstairs for a complete indoor air quality solution. A healthy home is the best investment you can make. Visit WaveHomeSolutions.com. That's WaveHomeSolutions.com or call 888-758-WAVE. That's 888-758-WAVE.
Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
A lot of people's lives and bodies are out of balance. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops optimize pH level and get rid of harmful waste and acid. Just a few drops in water restores vibrance and energy and gets you back in balance. Now order 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Sign up for monthly auto shipping and save 25%. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common-sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.